So guys, today we've got a big box to unbox. So this is the HG P411 and I can hear you thinking, well, that's one of those brands and another Defender, so it's not so special. But there's only one reason why I bought this. On the pictures I saw a lot of similarities to a Traxxas TRX4. So I'm curious to see if it is like a real Traxxas TRX4 or a fake one. Yeah, so let's unpack this car. So inside the box you will get a lot of goodies. So this is the spare tire and you will mount it on this tire mount. We've got some fuel tanks, we've got a jack, we've got some mud flaps, and these are actually like a soft plastic one, so no rubber ones. We've got a snorkel, we've got some bits and pieces and some screws to mount everything. And what I really like is that you get some tools with it. So guys, here is the car, and the car really looks amazing. They have added a ton of small details and there's even a fully detailed interior inside there. Yeah, I really love the appearance of this car. So every door can be opened, everything is functional on this car. Yeah, that's just amazing. So on the top you will find a metal roof rack, you've got some wipers, you've got some mirrors, you've got a snorkel, air scoops on the bonnet, and the bonnet or the hood can be opened. You've got some LEDs. There are no LEDs fitted, but you can fit them afterwards. The bumper is made of plastic. It's very flexible plastics. D-hooks. You've got a fake winch there. You've got a spare tire, petrol tanks. You've got a jack and all the LED, all the lightings, and also the plastic bumper with some D-hooks and of course the exhaust. Let's start with the driver's side. So if you pull the door handle, the door will actually open. All the hinges and also the door handle are made of like a metal material. If we open the door, you can see some nice detailing in the inside of the door. So inside here you've got a steering wheel, you've got gauges, you've got a shifter, some cup holders over there, and beneath here you will find the pedals, and even the pedals can be moved, so that's pretty funny. The seats also can be adjusted. You've got a little lever over here. When you pull this little lever upward, then you can move the seats, so that's very funny, and you can lock them in place. There's also a lot of detailing going on in the back side, as you can see, so that's pretty nice to see. So the bonnet or the hood can be opened. There's a little knob over here. When you press this, then you can open it, and underneath here you will find a very detailed engine bay. So underneath here you will have your motor, your electric motor of the car. So they have added this to add some more realism to it. To open the rear door you have to hinge the tire. I already made a small change to the design, because normally you will have a little screw that goes through the rim inside this little hole, but yeah, that's not for me, so I already mounted some magnets here and inside the door, so it just stays in place like this. So if you want to open the rear door, there's a little a lever over here. When you pull it upwards, then you can open the door, and you will have also some nice detailing. So if you look inside the back of the car, there's a little button over here. When you press this, then you will open your battery compartment, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. So you have to undo 4 screws to remove the body, and the body really weighs a ton. So if you're looking for something that drives realistic, I think this is a really good car. If you're looking for a performance car, probably this isn't it. But yeah, the reason why I bought this car, I saw a lot of similarities with the Traxxas TRX4. If you look at those braces, if you look at the rock lights, the positioner of the shocks, if you look at the gearbox mounting and the side steps, yeah, I really can see a Traxxas car in this model. If you look even at the tires have got a same pattern. If you flip the car around and look underneath here, if you look at this part and also the portal access housing, yeah, but that's for a different video. Then I will compare this car side by side to a Traxxas TRX4. This is just an unboxing video. So you've got all metal links in the car. This is a 3-link setup in the front and the panhard bar, of course. So all the drive lines are fully made of metal, full ball bearings throughout, so that's pretty neat. So underneath here you will find a tiny servo to lock or unlock the diff locks in the rear, and this tiny servo is the diff locks for in the front. So this little servo is for selecting the first or the second gear. Your battery tray is over here, and here you can mount some electronics. So the motor is mounted way in front, so that's nice to see. And yeah, that's all to say. So I have fitted my ISDT ESC70 and my FlySky receiver, which is working with this tiny transmitter, which I really love. A downside is that you cannot use a battery like this in a hard case because it cannot fit underneath the chassis brace over here. So if you want to use one of those, you should do some cutting over there. But another thing to mention, I have already burnt one of the tiny servos. I'm familiar with those, and those are just rubbish. So I had to replace one which I had laying around, and now everything works. So with the stock motor, this is your low modulation in your low gear. And I think that's pretty decent. So I've put the gear selector on channel number 5, so this is the low gear. When I put the channel number 5 in the middle position, it is in neutral, and all the way to the right it is in high gear. So that's yeah, that looks decent. So, and on channel number 3 I have selected the diff locks, and the diff lock works fine now. So that's yeah, that's nice to see. So let's take the car outside and see how it performs. So guys, that was the HG P411. I really love the appearance of this car, and this car really drives scales. And that's because of the top weight of this car, so it just has a very nice movement when you're going over obstacles. I really like that. If you're looking for a performance car, yeah, this isn't the best because of the top weight of this car. So there are a couple of things which I don't like, and that is, for example, the tires. The tires don't have got enough profile, and they're, yeah, too hard in my opinion. Yeah, I don't like tires. Another thing is the battery tray in the back. And normally you should remove the little screw and then you can access the door, and yeah, I think that's just annoying. So another thing is the battery compartment inside the rear. You cannot fit a normal sized battery box in there, so you have to use the different lipos which without the battery boxes. So overall the car is amazing, but yeah, there are some couple of things. Oh, another thing, you have to remove 4 screws to get the body off. I would like to have seen differently, but it is what it is. But overall, the car is amazing. It drives amazing. The driveline is very good. I really like the slow modulation, even with the stock motor in there. And yeah, I think the car is yeah, is a good buy. Alright guys, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.